Hello YouTube, it's me, Amaretto Mama, coming to you with a quick but late, albeit late, Empire review for Season 1, Episode 4, False Impositions. I know I'm late. I don't have no excuse for being late, but I know I'm late making the video, but I'm making it anyway. So I hope y'all enjoy it. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Alright, so I'm going to tell you what, I can't talk about everything that happened because lately it seems like they're packing so much into each episode. You know, it just keeps you on the edge of your seat and you don't know where they're going, where they're coming from, what's about to happen, and there's just so much going on. So I can only talk about a few things that that really stood out to me. Alright, the first thing was I'd like to acknowledge that Hakeem is starting to believe in his ability, and I like to see that. I like to see young men. Now I know I'm talking about this as real. I'm talking about this like it's real life. I know it's a TV show, but I like to see when young men start to step up and be men about their business, whatever it is. They step up and start to be responsible and take responsibility for the good and the bad that they've done. I like that in a young man, an old man too. Anyway. So Hakeem is stepping up his game, and Cookie stepping up her game. She's starting to find her place in the company. She's taking more proactive measures within the company. She's speaking up more, and I can tell she's wearing Lucius down. I don't know what's about to happen with that, but we'll see. So anyway, so Lucius decides that it's time for him to take Titan. Titan is the hottest thing going in the music industry right now. He knows that Hakeem is good, but Titan is the best. And he wants Titan. So during one of the meetings, they decide that's who they're going to get. So they decide, well, you know, we're going to do what it takes to go get him. Miss Boo Boo Kitty thinks she can go get him by going to the prison. That was not a good idea. Cookie let them know that was not a good idea. So Lucius comes up with the idea that he's going to go, him and Anika, set up an appointment to talk with Titan's people back on their terms and in their neighborhood. So next thing we know, Cookie, I keep saying Cookie, that's my girl, but next thing we know, Lucius and Anika are sitting in a cafe in the hood. You could tell it's just a round-the-way cafe. I mean, you know, it's holes in the back of the chairs. You know, just everyday neighborhood little restaurant. You know, probably family-owned, been there forever, in the middle of the hood. So they're sitting there talking to this young man about Titan and bringing Titan on with them. Next thing I know, shots ring out. It's a drive-by. What I want to know is, why was there a drive-by? Who were they shooting at? Think about that. I'm thinking about that. Who were they shooting at? We didn't hear no commotion going on outside. We didn't see no commotion through the windows happening outside. They never made any mention of anything going on outside. So apparently they were shooting at somebody inside the diner. Who were they shooting at? Were they shooting at Lucius? Does somebody in the hood know that Lucius killed Bunky? Was this a retaliation for Bunky? Because we know Bunky is Cookie's cousin. And you know he had to have people somewhere. That makes me think, what's going on with that? Where's that storyline going to take us? Okay, so while they're sitting at the restaurant in the hood getting shot up, Cookie is sitting in Sister Fatima's living room talking to Titan's mother. They're talking about things that mothers talk about when it involves their sons. Now every mother with black sons, we all have that same conversation of our fears and disappointments and our aspirations and dreams for our sons. So they're sitting up having that same conversation, mother to mother. So now you know if Cookie wins over Sister Fatima, then Titan is good as God as far as working for Empire. You know that, right? It ain't all about meeting up with his boys. It ain't all about talking to his lawyers or Lucius getting him his $1 million minions of lawyers or Titans people or Borelli getting his people. You know, it ain't even all about that. Cookie took it down to the most important yet simplest level, the trust of a mother. Y'all know if y'all win over somebody's mother, you in there. Cookie is in there. Lucius don't know this yet. Lucius doesn't know that Cookie is over there sitting with Sister Fatima sipping tea in her living room. So he's making all these plans to, now he done made plans after Borelli came to the club. He done decided, oh, I'm going to get Titan. I'm getting Titan. I'm going to the prison. Well, take your butt to the prison. That's all impressive and everything. So he goes to the prison, presents himself to the security guard. The security guard is all he look, here's Lucius Lion, man, I love you, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, you can get in because you Lucius Lyons. Yes, you can go and talk to Titan. He don't care if it ain't visiting day, it ain't visiting hours, and you ain't on the list. You Lucius. So he lets Lucius come in and talk to Titan. So he presents Titan with this idea of rebuilding the center that young man that they burned down. The reason why Titan is in jail is because they burned down the center, and the guy that burned it down confronted him at a concert. Somebody ended up getting shot, and now Titan's in jail. So Lucius is sitting in the prison with Titan at the jail, talking with Titan, and he presents him with an idea to rebuild the center, take this $1 million, put your name on it to preserve your progeny, your name. Of course Titan takes the money. It's $1 million. But do you think he would have took that money if his mama wouldn't have told him to? Don't you know that his mama called him? Or maybe she didn't call him, but he called his mama, and his mama couldn't wait to tell him. I mean, you know, you got people on the inside. Some people can make a phone call and talk to whoever they want to, no matter where they are. So you know that Sister Fatima already talked to Titan about Empire and what she thought was the best for him. So Lucius is sitting up in the jail thinking that he's really doing something, but all he did was gave this young man $1 million that he really didn't have to give him because he was already good as God. Because Cookie took care of that. Because Cookie made alliances with Sister Fatima, which is Lion's mother. Fellas, win over the mother of the person you trying to get. Because once you got the mother, you got the person. I'm just saying. Okay. So that was that part. Then, let's see what happened next. So they cut over to Jamal. I know I'm cutting over and all the way to the end because I'm trying to make this quick. Jamal, which is one of my favorite characters, is at his raggedy apartment. It's loud. The neighbors are noisy. The place is raggedy. It's a mess. He ain't got no money. He ain't got no food. But, you know, because he ain't taking his daddy's money no more. So he decides to take a walk. Mind you, he's got writer's block. He hadn't been able to make any music. His mother told him about that. You know, you got to do what you got to do, baby. This is your dream. You can't stall right now. You can't freeze up right now. You got to do what you got to do. So that evening, he decides to take a walk. And while he's out in the real world, he starts to smell the city and see the surroundings and hear the noises of the city. You ever ride downtown and turn off your music and roll down your windows and just listen to the sounds of the city? If you ain't never done it, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you ever go down to a downtown area that's bustling and there's all kinds of people, black ones, white ones, Indian ones, Native American ones, Hispanic, just everybody's down there. And you hear what they're talking, you hear their voices, you smell the city. Sometimes the city stinks. But I gotta tell you, downtown Detroit don't stink. You smell Coney Island hot dogs coming from over here. You smell the fried chicken coming from over there. You hear the music coming out of this bar and the music coming out of that club. You know, you see the cars going down the street, the sharp cars and the hoopties too. And when you roll down your windows and you just ride through the city just listening to what's going on around you, you start to feel something. So Jamal is out in the city walking. And it looks like he just came right out the back of his building. That's what it looks like. To me, it looks like he's walking down a wide alleyway. It might have been the street, I don't know, but it looked like the alley to me. And he starts to walk and look and see and smell, and all of a sudden a song comes out of him. He found an inspiration. He found his voice. He found his music again. And that came from real life. So I guess the moral of the story, and maybe not the moral of the Empire episode, but the moral of the story that I'm telling you right now is that you can't find peace by hiding from life. Sometimes you got to get out in it and see it, hear it, and smell it in order to get your inspiration. That's something to think about, ain't it? I think it is. All right, y'all. That's the end of my review for episode 4, season 1 of Empire. Bye.